Hi, welcome to another tutorial here in alesso3.com. In this time I'm going to show you some material settings that I use in the sim so you can have an idea of how you can create your own material. The material setup is nothing out of the world. It's basically diffuse, bomb, and specular map. So, for example, I'm going to show you how I create. If you see, this is a metal, like a chrome rust metal. So it's pretty easy. Let's click the pick. Let's pick the material. I'm using the 2011 version of 3ds Max that include the composite material. Uh, what I did, I find metal texture and desaturate them and create these two maps. This one is for the diffuse, and I create this for the reflection map and for the bone mapping. That's all. The setting, for example, for the diffuse are black in the color diffuse, and the texture here just in 30%. 30, setting in Spanish, sorry. 30, and the highlight glossiness 0.6 and reflection glossiness 0.75. Fresnel ear for increase the Fresnel reflection, and 8.08. So this map in reflect, if you see, just 10%, and the bone mapping just 1 point. So for to have just a soft bone mapping, and that's all. Let's see another map. For example, I got some email asking me about my floor. This time this is a custom map that I created in Photoshop that you can use in your scene. So it's pretty high resolution. I create the diffuse map, the specular map, and the bone mapping. Let's here is. Let's make this a little bit more bigger. This is the texture, the diffuse map. You see the specular and the bone mapping. You see? Well, diffuse this. If you see, I have a black color. This is more dark, more bright. I mix a black color 50% the diffuse color and 50% the diffuse texture, so I can control the darkness of the material of the texture, and reflect gray, dark gray, and the reflect map, the specular map. If you see, wood flooding as the specular. 0.7 for highlight and 0.8 for the reflection glossiness. If you decrease this value, you have something like this. You see? Nice. The ear value 12 here. because my specular map is a little bit dark. And the bump, you see the standard bump value, so it's pretty simple. You just have to find the correct specular and bump mapping. Let's choose another one. I have a material, a fireplace that I used previously. Let me see if I can find it. For example, let's pick this material. This is a little bit more complex. You can see it here, but this material I have created two metal texture. For the bump and specular, I have 4 different, 2 for the reflect and 2 for the bump mapping. A mixed map, and for example reflect, I have a metal base texture and a generic scratch metal texture. So I combine two and I have a different effects on the reflection map. And for the bump mapping is the same. So I can have different texture missing in the shader, and you can have a really nice effect on your metal texture. So it brings more realistic shader and a realistic rendering. Let's see. This metal is simple, just a dark gray. Let's see. This is contrast. This is the map. It's pretty, no. Let's make clip. Okay. I have a lot of map here. Let's move again and pick again. Okay. Sorry about that. If you see, it's a very simple material. Dark gray, light gray for reflection, 0.75, and nothing more. You will have a nice polished metal effects like this one, and this is the same, but the reflection is a little bit lower. This is the same map of this, and that's it. Some the other material you can check it up in your sim. I hope that you like it, and see you in the next tutorial.